guys, I'm Veggie Rose. Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you won't miss any more delicious recipes. Okay, so in today's video, we're going to be making some guava pocket pastries. And they're going to be snowed and covered in powdered sugar. It's going to be amazing. So, let's get veggie. Alright, so the first thing we're going to be making is our dough for our pastry. And this is super easy, you guys. Don't get scared, because I don't like making dough stuff, and that's why I don't bake. So, anyways, I have here my flour, my shortening, and some sugar ingredients right there. Alright, so I'm just mixing all this up, and I'm using a fork, but then I'm going to have to go in with my hand. You can do this in your mixer. I have my KitchenAid mixer, but I rarely ever use it unless it's like something that I have to use it for, just because, I don't know, just because it just feels like a task. It just feels like, nah. Before I went vegan, I used to use it a lot. Now I don't use it as much.
What are you making?
I'm making little sweet pastries.
I love candy.
Alright, so now that our flour has like turned kind of like grainy because it's like clumping with the shortening, we're gonna add, that's good, thank you, half a cup of water, and you're gonna add it slowly. And this has to be like cold water. This is like water from the fridge. Sure, go ahead, just pour it all in there, sure. And you're just gonna mix it, and your hand's gonna get messy. But that's, you want something sweet, you want some pastry, and you want it to be simple, you gotta get messy. And our dough is starting to form up, and that makes me really happy because I'm like the worst at making dough and stuff like that. But, don't eat that. It doesn't taste like anything.
I make it?
Sure, you can make it, sure. Yeah. So it's gonna feel like dough. But when I mean dough, I mean like Play-Doh. And you can make the same exact dough with some salt, and then use that for like pockets, like little patties, and you would put whatever you want inside them. Alright, so now that we have just a little bit of flour on our very clean surface, you want to make sure your surface is clean, we have this ball of flour. And I'm going to just like cut it in half because we're going to work in 2 batches. The reason you're working with 2 batches is it's just easier. Alright, and then you're going to take your rolling pin and,
I want to do that.
And roll this bad boy out. You want this dough to be pretty thin. I would say like maybe like 1/8 of an inch thick. And next I'm going to go ahead and just take any cup, a nice small size cup. I'm using like a little wine glass. And I'm just going to go ahead and start like pressing it onto, kind of like you're making cookies. So you're just going to keep making these as far as your dough allows. Alright, so I'm just taking off the dough that's surrounding these. And then you're just going to take the little round ones that you have and just put them to the side until you finish with the rest of them. Alright, since we have just a little bit of dough left from the one that we just made, I'm just going to mix that with the first, the other half that we left out. And I'm going to roll this out too. Alright guys, so next we're going to be cutting our guava paste, and I'm just using like little packaged guava paste that I bought. And I'm going to be slicing these about 1/4 of an inch thick and 1 inch wide. So they're going to be about this size. And you can get guava paste in a couple different ways. You can get like, it's like this like little gel kind of consistency, or the paste. So either way, just make it enough that it'll go in the middle of your little pastry without it like overflowing all over the place. Alright guys, and next we're going to be taking 2 of our little dough rounds, and we're going to take one of our little pieces of guava paste, stick it in the middle, put the other piece of our dough on top. So it's kind of like you're making a little ravioli with the guava in the center. And then you're going to go ahead and take a fork, and just around the very edges, you're going to kind of like press the edges so that it can kind of like close up. Little zippers. So this is what they look like, and next we're going to go ahead and fry them. Okay, so you could also bake these, but I'm choosing to fry them just because it's the easier way out. But I promise you the next few recipes are going to be completely fry-free. So fry these until they are golden brown if that's what you're going to do. Alright, you guys, so I think it was like 13 or 14 of these went in, and 10 and a half came out. I threw in the little tiny one in there. Yeah, we just lost some in the frying pan, no big deal. Sometimes they like fall apart, they open up. You just got to make sure that you really like pinch in the edges with your fork, but it's really not a big deal. Next we're going to go ahead and sprinkle on some powdered sugar. I would suggest you use a sifter, but since I moved recently, I seem to have lost a few things for my kitchen in the move, and my sifter seems to have been one of them. And I didn't realize until now because I didn't need it. But anyways, just bring it on, no big deal. Alright, so it's time for the taste test cam. I got one, let's see. These are so good. Before going vegan, I used to buy these in puff pastry. Obviously, puff pastry has a ton of butter in it, so you can't. So, this is the vegan version. It's delicious, you guys. You have to try it out. That's right. They are so good that I have to leave you guys with a slow-mo shot. Thank you guys so much for watching. Give this video a big old thumbs up if you liked it. And click on one of these videos to continue watching. Bye, guys.